Okay, so in today's video, I want to test my vertical jump. Now this started with a comment from Appletree asking what my vertical was right now, and I didn't have an answer. I responded with I don't know and said potentially I can make a video about it, and Jatruski, if I'm pronouncing that right, said that I should. And Maverick came up with a very smart idea as to how I could do this. So they suggested that I use a piece of tape on the pole of my basketball hoop to measure my standing reach, and then use another piece of tape to measure my max highest vertical jump. So basically, if you don't know how you guys find out your max vertical jump, what you want to do is take your max standing reach, and with that measurement, you subtract it from your highest jump, your max touch. So let's say for an example, your standing reach is 7'6", and your max touch is 10'6". So you would do 126 minus 90 inches equals 36 inches. So for this example, that person's vert would be 36 inches. So now let's figure out my max vert. So I started off by putting a piece of tape on my hand. Then I went up to my hoop and reached as high as I could without my feet leaving the ground to find my max standing reach. I put the piece of tape there, then I grabbed my measuring tape, and then I measured it out. As you can see, I taped the measuring tape to where my max touch was, and it came out to being 7'7", which surprisingly means I got an inch higher on my standing reach, so that's always good. So ultimately, I decided against trying to jump up and put a piece of tape on my backboard because it wasn't going to be safe for me to land, and I have a basketball season coming up, so I do not want to risk hurting myself trying to measure my vert. So I just came up with another way to do it. So I decided to use a picture of one of my max jumps to kind of calculate how high the touch is. So I did this by measuring how big my hand was, and then using that to compare how high I was over the 10-foot rim. So based on this video, you can see that my hand is about 7 inches long, a little over, but about 7. So based on that, we can look at this picture and estimate that my hand is around 6 to 5 inches above the rim. And we have to also take into consideration that my rim is not 10 feet exactly. It's about probably somewhere around an inch shorter. So we can come to the conclusion that my max jump, my max touch is around 10.5. So if you do the math from that, 125 inches minus 91 inches equals 34. So essentially, my max vertical is around 34 inches. It's not going to be perfect, but it's around there. That's it for today's video. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out.